Greg here from our manufacturing distribution center in Eagan, Minnesota. I wanted to bring you a new product that we're putting out on the market, which is a combo t-shirt printer and cap printer. So you can get one little unit that sits in a very compact area. You can do one color hats, you can do one color shirts. It's nice and simple, it's easy to use, and I'll just run through the steps with you. Obviously, this is where we clamped on our screen. But in this case, I'm going to show you the cap printer portion first. This is called a subframe. The subframe is what's designed to hold our cap screen. Cap screen is made with a flex steel, powder coated, and then stretched with mesh that starts at 110 and goes up to 305. So it depends a lot on what you're trying to do for which mesh counts you want, obviously. But it has a groove here, so what we do is we slide it in, which is giving us our curve so that it's going to match the curve of our platen and our hat. Let's just lock it down in place. And so when you bring it down, it's going to come down and give us the right setting right here on top of our platen. Now that's adjustable. I can raise it, I can lower it, depending on if I want a little off contact or if I want to do it on contact. Okay? Then I can lock it down with this nut. So we have our subframe with our screen, we have our platen, and we have our hat. Now, if you're doing hats like this one that has a seam right down the middle, we recommend that you take a little spray mist and put this foam down on the surface such as this. Some people will use it that way all the time. Others will use just the aluminum curved platen for their printing purposes. But what this does is it helps compensate for the seam itself. So that's the way we're going to do it for our little demonstration here. So we want to make sure that we roll back the inside, bring it around over the surface, and pull it back in place, such as this. Okay? We have our little squeegee, 3-inch. At this point, I bring it down, it's in contact, check my hat, and pull. Simple. One color cap printing is extremely easy, particularly when you have a little device like this. So we've printed our hat and continue on and on and on and on. This is adjustable in and out, depending on where you're going to be setting with your cap screen. So the other side of this is that this also can be used for printing t-shirts. So we simply take this off and we take our platen, put it in place, take our subframe out, and drop our screen in place. Get it tightened down, snug. You don't want to over tighten, which it seems like a lot of people do, because you don't need to dent your aluminum frame. Now, let me see here. Let me line this up. There we go, that's where I want it. And I can tighten it down on the surface. So, we now have our t-shirt platen. We have our screen in place. I can adjust my off contact with right here, a little up, a little down. We're ready to print. This is the greatest way to go if you're setting up a small little shop. You want that capability to do both hats and t-shirts. You're limiting yourself to one color at this point, but I might add that there's a 4-color, 1-station unit as well. So it would have 4 subframes on it. It would have your 4 screens, and you can do then up to 4 colors in conjunction. Simple, easy. You know where we are. Thank you for watching, and don't hesitate to give us a call if need be. Thank you.